Welcome back to Inside the Pride. I'm now joined by the head coach, Dan Campbell. Your team got a nice little break after Thanksgiving Day against the Bills, but now you're coming in against the Jacksonville Jaguars. You say they're a mirror image of your team. They're hungry, they're talented, and they picked up some good wins in the month of November. What team is walking into Ford Field Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's, you said it. It's a team that is. I think they're kind of finding their way. They have a lot of youth, but yet they've got some real good players they got in free agency. So this is a good opponent. They just really had their best win of the season, in my opinion. They put everything together. So it's a team that's going to be ready to go, and we have to be ready to go. And if we do that, then I like our odds.
Quarterback Trevor Lawrence, he's growing. He was able to find Zay Jones, a wide receiver, with about 30 seconds left to set up a scoring play. Then they connect on a two-point conversion to win the game. How do you limit that duo come Sunday?
Yeah, well, look, this is a good look at what happened here. It's 3rd and 6, the end of this game. And I would say Trevor's playing pretty good ball right now. And when he makes these kind of throws, takes care of the football, these guys are hard to beat. But you can see this is the arm talent that he's got right here. He's able to see it. He can step into the throw. And Zay is really, having a big year for them. He's got speed, he's got range, he's got length, and makes a hell of a catch here, which really sets up the go-ahead to win the game here, if you will.
Yeah, multiple playmakers on offense, but you said this week running back Travis Etienne, the offense goes through him on the ground and in the air. He was limited last Sunday with a foot injury. If he's full strength, what does your defense have to hone in on to contain him?
Yeah, look, it's always easier said than done, but he is an explosive element here. You see what they're just cracking on the edge, pulling the tackle, and then once he hits the perimeter, this is kind of the thing with him. He's such an explosive runner, and he can do this in the run and pass game. He's a pretty good route runner as well, but if you give him a crease, he is dangerous. This is where we cannot give up these explosive plays. If we can keep him boxed in and limit what he does, then, I like our odds.
You mentioned some offseason pickups for Jacksonville. One of them was Foye Oluokun. He led the NFL in tackles last year, 192 of them. What do you have to hone in on offensively to make sure he's not productive come Sunday?
Yeah, he's a good player. I've seen a lot of him throughout the years. He was at Atlanta when I was in New Orleans, so he's a smart, instinctive player. I think he's kind of their bow cow, sets everything up for him. But I think, a number of things that we do, I think you have to do a little bit of everything. I think you've got to run right at him, which is what they're doing. They just don't block it correctly. He's getting off late because he's shooting the gap. But you have to know where he's at all times. Like, no matter what the play is, we have to understand that we've got somebody on 23. I'm writing this with my left hand. All right, 23, because he's a good player.
Mm-hmm. Your team returns home to Ford Field. 3-game homestand. This is number 2 of those 3 games. And you've mentioned before, you have to improve quicker than the team you're facing against. What is the number 1 area of improvement you need to see come Sunday to get success on the field?
Yeah, well, look, I think in some regards it's really staying the course as to what we've done over the last 4 weeks, and that recipe has really been that we don't turn the ball over. We do get takeaways. We're limiting the mental errors. We do those and stay the course with what we've done. I like what we're going to have out there.